Have you ever dreamed of strolling through a charming old European town, feeling the sun on your face as you sip coffee at a little cafe? Or maybe you have imagined standing in front of a breathtaking natural wonder like the Grand Canyon or the Swiss Alps, soaking in the beauty of the world. Travel after 70 can be one of life's greatest joys. It's a time when you finally have the freedom to go where you want, at your own pace, and truly enjoy the experience. But let's be honest, it's not as easy as it used to be. As much as we love to romanticize travel, the reality is that our bodies, our stamina, and even the way the world operates can create unexpected challenges. Some of these challenges are obvious, like needing more rest stops or moving at a slower pace. But others, there are hidden dangers that most seniors don't think about until it's too late. And that's exactly why we need to talk about them. Because with the right preparation, you can avoid these pitfalls and keep your travels safe, stress free, and full of adventure. So, let's dive right in. One of the biggest hidden dangers of traveling after 70 isn't something dramatic, like getting lost in a foreign country or missing a flight. It's something much simpler, but just as dangerous. It's dehydration. You might be thinking, really? Dehydration? But hear me out. As we age, our sense of thirst naturally decreases. That means you could be dehydrated and not even feel it. And when you are traveling, especially by plane or in hot climates, your body loses even more water than usual. The result? Fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and in extreme cases, serious health complications like blood clots or kidney problems. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Many seniors avoid drinking too much water while traveling because they don't want to deal with frequent bathroom breaks. And it makes sense. Public restrooms aren't always easy to find, and airplane bathrooms can feel like a balancing act. But avoiding water is not the answer. Instead, the key is to drink small amounts consistently throughout the day. A great trick is to carry a reusable water bottle with clear markers that show how much you should be drinking by certain times of the day. That way, you stay on track without overloading your bladder all at once. Another tip: snack smart. Water rich foods like cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon can help keep you hydrated without making you feel like you're constantly chugging water. And if you are flying, avoid too much caffeine or alcohol. Both can dehydrate you even faster. Now, let's talk about another hidden danger, and this one catches a lot of seniors off guard: medication mishaps. When you are at home, taking your medications is easy. You have got your routine, your pill organizer, maybe even a little reminder alarm on your phone. But when you are traveling, everything gets thrown off. Different time zones, long flights, busy schedules. It's all too easy to miss a dose, take the wrong medication at the wrong time, or run out of an important prescription when you're miles away from your pharmacy. And here's the scary part: some medications need to be taken at specific times to work properly. For example, if you take blood pressure medication, skipping a dose or taking it too late can cause sudden spikes or drops in your blood pressure, something you definitely don't want happening while you're navigating an unfamiliar place. So, what can you do? First, always carry your medications in your carry on bag, not in checked in luggage. Airlines lose bags all the time, and the last thing you need is to be stuck without your prescriptions. Second, bring extra medication, at least a week's worth beyond what you need, just in case your trip gets extended or there are unexpected delays. And finally, set alarms on your phone that match your home time zone so you don't accidentally shift your medication schedule without realizing it. Another smart move: carry a written list of all your medications, including dosages and what they are for. If something happens and you need medical attention, this list could be a lifesaver, especially in a foreign country where doctors might not be familiar with certain brand names. Traveling after 70 can be an amazing experience, but it requires just a little extra planning to avoid these hidden dangers. And speaking of unexpected risk, there's another one that most seniors don't even think about until it's too late. One of the most overlooked dangers of traveling after 70 isn't physical, it's financial. Imagine this: you are on a dream vacation, enjoying a guided tour in a beautiful foreign city. You reach into your bag to pay for a small souvenir, and your wallet is gone. Your credit cards, your ID, maybe even some cash, all vanished. Suddenly, that relaxing trip turns into a stressful nightmare. Pickpocketing and scams targeting seniors are more common than you would think. Thieves often see older travelers as easy targets because they tend to carry more cash, move a bit slower, and may not be as familiar with digital payments or fraud prevention tactics. And let's be honest, dealing with lost money or stolen credit cards in a foreign country is a hassle no one wants. So, how do you protect yourself? First, never carry all your money and cards in one place. Keep some cash and a backup credit card in a separate, secure spot, like a money belt or a hidden pocket inside your clothing. That way, if your wallet is stolen, you still have a safety net. Second, be mindful of common scams. If someone suddenly spills something on you, asks for directions, or creates a distraction, be extra cautious. It could be a setup. In crowded places like markets or public transport, keep your bag in front of you, zipped and close to your body. And here's a pro tip: consider using an RFID blocking wallet to prevent electronic theft. Some scammers use devices to scan your credit card information without even touching you. With a protective wallet, your cards stay safe from this kind of digital pickpocketing. Now, let's talk about another hidden danger, one that doesn't just impact your safety but your overall well being. It's exhaustion. Think about it. Traveling is exciting, but it can also be exhausting, especially if you are not used to long walks, changing time zones, or sleeping in unfamiliar places. The problem? Many seniors try to push through fatigue because they don't want to miss out. They pack their schedule with back to back tours, early morning flights, and endless sightseeing, only to find themselves drained, sore, and struggling to enjoy the trip. And here's the thing: fatigue doesn't just make you tired, it can make you more prone to accidents, weaken your immune system, and even lead to confusion or dizziness, which increases the risk of falls. So, how do you keep your energy levels up with still making the most of your travels? First, slow down. Choose quality over quantity. Instead of cramming in 5 attractions in one day, pick 2 or 3 and truly enjoy them. Give yourself time to rest between activities, whether it's relaxing lunch at a local cafe or an afternoon nap at your hotel. Another important tip: prioritize sleep. Jet lag and new environments can make it hard to get a good night's rest, but sticking to a routine can help. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even while traveling. Bring items that help you sleep better, like an eye mask, earplugs, or even your favorite pillowcase for a familiar touch of home. And don't forget to fuel your body the right way. Travel often means indulging in rich foods, new flavors, and maybe even a few extra desserts. While that's part of the fun, make sure to balance it out with nutritious meals that keep your energy levels stable. Eating protein rich snacks, staying hydrated, and avoiding too much sugar can help prevent that midday crash. When you pace yourself and listen to your body, you actually get more out of your travels, not less. Because the truth is, the best travel experiences aren't about seeing the most things in the shortest time. They are about truly enjoying each moment, feeling present, and making memories that last. But there's still one more hidden danger that many seniors don't anticipate, one that can turn an exciting trip into a major health risk if not addressed properly. One of the biggest dangers of traveling after 70 is something most people never think about until it's happening: sudden medical emergencies. Picture this: you are in a beautiful, unfamiliar place, maybe halfway across the world, when you start feeling unwell. It could be something minor, like dizziness or nausea, or something serious, like chest pain or difficulty in breathing. What do? Who do you call? Where's the nearest hospital? Do they even speak your language? These are the kinds of questions that can turn a dream vacation into a terrifying experience. And the truth is, no one ever expects a medical emergency, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be prepared for one. Before you travel, always check with your doctor. Make sure you are fit to fly, especially if you have any chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, or arthritis. Ask about any special precautions you should take based on your destination. For example, if you are traveling to a high altitude location, will it affect your blood pressure? If you are heading somewhere with extreme temperatures, do you need to adjust your medications? These little details can make a huge difference. Next, never assume your health insurance will cover you abroad. Many insurance plans don't include international coverage, which means if you need medical care in another country, you could end up paying thousands of dollars out of pocket. Travel insurance with medical coverage is a must. It may seem like an extra expense, but trust me, it's worth it. Look for a policy that covers emergency care, hospital stays, and even medical evacuation in case you need to be flown back home for treatment. And here's something a lot of people don't think about: always carry a small medical kit with you. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a few essentials like pain relievers, motion sickness pills, bandages, antiseptic wipes, and any medications you might need in a pinch. If you take prescription medication, bring extra doses and pack them in different places. One in your carry on, another in your checked bag, just in case one gets lost. But medical emergencies aren't just about illness or injury. There's another risk that often sneaks up on senior travelers: loneliness and disorientation. Travel can be exhilarating, but it can also be overwhelming. Being in an unfamiliar place, surrounded by people who don't speak your language, can sometimes leave you feeling disconnected, even if you are traveling with loved ones. And if you are traveling solo, that feeling can be even stronger. One of the best ways to combat this is to stay connected. If you are traveling with family or friends, make sure to check in with each other regularly. If you are traveling alone, consider joining group tours or staying in accommodations that encourage social interaction, like bed and breakfast or guided travel programs for seniors. Technology can also be a great ally. Before you leave, make sure you know how to use communication apps like WhatsApp, Skype, or FaceTime to stay in touch with loved ones back home. And if you ever feel lost or overwhelmed, don't hesitate to ask for help, whether it's from hotel staff, tour guides, or even fellow travelers. Most people are more than willing to lend a hand if you need directions, advice, or just a friendly chat. At the end of the day, travel after 70 is about more than just avoiding risks. It's about making the most of your experiences. Yes, there are hidden dangers, but none of them should stop you from exploring the world. With a little preparation, a mindful approach, and a willingness to listen to your body, you can travel confidently and safely, enjoying every new adventure that comes your way. So, go ahead, book that trip, take that cruise, or visit that place you have always dreamed of. Because no matter your age, the world is still yours to discover. Safe travels.